Hello. So we're going to be doing day 39 of blueprints. Um, Other than just concentrating on finding safes, figuring out the codes for them. So we've got office and study safes that we know we can try to, solve if we can draft those rooms. Let me start the game. Day 39. We've got excuse me, verses to a poem, which basically tell us where to find other sanctum keys. I think there's a sanctum key in the clock tower, but I haven't been able to figure it out. So, or I've drafted it twice or more than once, and to look for a sanctum key and have not been able to. So there might be some puzzle I need to solve in order to unlock some secret area of the clock tower, or there is all the clocks in the clock tower point to 1:30, as do the clocks that are stopped in room 46. So 1:30 might be a significant time. So if I can draft the clock tower early, I might want to arrange to be there at 1:30 game time. So right now the game time starts at 8 a.m. right? So 1:30 is some bit of game time, but if I miss that window, then but anyway, it's just something to check. If I can. All right, we got 2 gems, 70 steps. Let's get the allowance, which is up to 19. So if I can get a clock tower early in the day, I will attempt to do so, just to see if 1:30, at 1:30 specifically, something opens up in the clock tower to reveal a sanctum key. But otherwise, I'm thinking there might be a puzzle I might need to solve first that will open some chamber in the clock tower. But there are other puzzle keys I can look for if I draft like a gallery or whatnot. I'm leaning against Hovel these days just because steps end up being important and we end up finding gems along the way, generally speaking. Now, if we did Schoolhouse, we would have to basically commit the entire day to a Schoolhouse strategy just to get classrooms 7 and 8. I mean, it's not horrible to do, but there should be some money down in the tomb right now that we could pick up. Not that I would necessarily want to pick it up. I don't want to pick it up until I'm ready to spend it, right? But just because I don't want to chase Schoolhouse, I don't feel like chasing classrooms today. I'm just not in the mood for it. Just I'm not in the mood to chase classrooms today. There's other things. I want to chase sanctum keys more than I do classrooms, essentially. So I'm going to do the tomb. And what I'm going to do is I just want to verify that there's money down there, but I don't want to pick it up, because if I pick it up and then don't end up spending it, it will go away. Right? But, okay. So there's some amount of coins here. It doesn't look like a whole lot. So maybe I was thinking, I guess I'll go ahead and pick it up, because I think it's just 5. Yeah, it was 5 coins. I was thinking that it was going to be, now I'm going to go back. I was thinking it was going to be, I was hoping that it was accumulating coins even when we didn't have the tomb drafted. That like the tomb still existed down there. It was just the entrance to the tomb that we weren't drafting, but apparently not. So it gave us 5 coins because the tomb is considered a dead-end room, or the outbuilding. Our outer room is considered a dead-end room in itself, even though it's technically not, because the tomb connects to the underground, but it considered it, so it gave us 5 coins. But now we know that when we draft dead-end rooms, which is fine to do, we have reasons why we might want to draft some dead-end rooms today. we'll know that if we can, we can go back and get money if we discover that we've got something to spend the money on, right? Like a showroom would be nice. Showroom, gift shop, something like that. I'm gonna start over here. I'll start with a den. I could start with a parlor, which would be 2 gems, but a den is 1 gem and gives me two doorways versus the parlor is just going to give me the 1, right? So that's the math there. Make sure there's not a trunk or anything I'm missing here. I don't see anything. Okay. So then moving on, we'll do this room. This gives me a key. I don't have any keys at the moment. This would dead end, and one of those, it might be like a key in a gem or a reroll die in a gem or something like that. But we're not guaranteed to get a key out of the closet. And this closet, bedroom closet, wants to give us more items if it's drafted next to a bedroom, which the den is not. So we're going to hold off on the bedroom closet and just do the reading nook right now for the key. And the fact that it only has 1 doorway going up, that's fine, because this is as wide as we're going to get on the east side. Okay. So then, I could do the library, don't need to do the library. Basically, I could dead end here for items, but again, this wants to be off of a bedroom versus off of a blue room. It wants to, be off of a purple room, right? Library and pantry leave the same place, right over here. Pantry is going to give me 4 coins. Library would let me request a book, but there's not any book that I presently want to read in particular. It's not the end of the world to have a library, but I just don't need it at the moment. Okay, so we ate the apple. We bet with the coins. I maybe should have not eaten the apple. I maybe should have saved the apple in case we get a lab experiment that's based upon eating apples. Then I could go back and eat the apple at that time, but I didn't do that. Okay. Drawing room would take a gem, and it gives us a doorway over here. But I can get over here from here, so that's not super exciting, right? What I'm saying, well, this would cost a gem, but it would give me a gem back. So this is a 0 cost, and it brings me back over here. This is a 0 net cost, and it brings me back over here. This lets me go up here, which is actually better access, right? Because then that's a doorway to here and a doorway to here versus just 2 doorways to the same room. So I'm going to do the bedroom. I could do the storeroom, but and yes, if I did the storeroom, I would dead end. I'd get resources here, plus I'd get 5 coins in the tomb, but I'm already blocking this doorway from the den up, so I want the access to the rest, to this side of the, to the eastern wing. So I'm going to do the bedroom. Sometimes there's an extra item to pick up in the bedroom. Not this time. Okay. The gem to get in the courtyard would be unlocked, meaning these would be unlocked doorways. It'd be a door here and a door to here, but it would cost a gem. Corridor gives me a door here and doesn't cost a gem, as does the spare bedroom. We sometimes get benefits based upon the number of bedrooms we have. So between a spare bedroom and a corridor, they lead to the same place, but the spare bedroom is probably be better, because then if I get a sleeping mask, I can come back and get extra steps. Or if I get that room, I forget which room it is, but there's a room that gives me like so many benefits per bedroom that I have, right? In the house. So we're just going to do the spare bedroom to lead up here and try to get over the foundation. I would have liked a doorway here, but that's not an option. Okay. I'm not seeing... Oh, no, there it is. There's a... Did give me an extra item. They gave me an extra gem. Cool. So now we get here. And I wanted to connect to the foundation. It's not giving me that option. All the options it's giving me, it will connect me over here. And the chapel would let me also continue up, but they're not letting me connect to the foundation. Having a commissary is good because then I can see what's for sale and buy stuff. So I'm going to do that, even though, because the chapel would take a coin and give me a doorway here and here, but I'm choosing to do the commissary instead. All right. We got 28 coins. I will take a magnifying glass for sure, because whenever we get clue information, magnifying glass is good. Sledgehammer would pay for itself if we run across any trunks. I do not know if we will. But it's also an item that can be combined in the workshop with other items to produce more, like jackhammers and stuff. Sleeping mask, we don't need at the moment, but it's good to know that it's an option. So we have the sleeping mask for 8. That's an option. Well, here's the deal. If I go over here, do blah, 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 and I come and I backtrack through here, if I have a sleeping mask, that would be 5 and 5. That'd be 10 steps for 8 coin. I get a better return in the kitchen, but the kitchen costs a gem to... the kitchen costs a gem to... draft, right? You know what? I'm not going to buy the sleeping mask just yet, but if I do, like, get over here and I have to backtrack this way, then I will try to remember to buy a sleeping mask on my way here before I backtrack through these 2 rooms, because at that point it'll probably be worth it. But right now, I'll just buy I'll go ahead and buy the sledgehammer, because what I don't want to do is end up drafting a room that has a trunk and then having to backtrack to buy the sledgehammer and waste steps doing that. Okay. I don't want to dead end here. So I'll take the drawing room. Again, it's a net 0 for me because it costs a gem, but it will give me a gem. And I get re-rolls here and here, so no downside really to the drawing room. Yeah. All of these rooms that have safes, once I open the safe, then it seems to always have a gem for me now when I draft it again, right? This would be a good spot to put in a dead end room, right? I mean, it's going to be a dead end regardless, but okay. Let's do a mail room, because I thought we had stuff coming to the mail room for us. Do we have letters coming to the mail room for us, maybe? Or am I misremembering? Regardless, I'm going to do a mailroom. A mailroom's a dead end, so might as well, you know. Yeah, see, here we got letters. We read this one. Okay. Hey Simon, it's Randolph again. In my last letter, I mentioned the terminal network, but it completely slipped my mind to give you the network password so that you can log into it. Even with all of the site connections disabled, you should still be able to use the local network to access different house-based functions from any terminal, regardless of where it is located in the state, which you will likely find very useful. The network password is Swan Song. I know this, or I figured this out, but thank you, Randolph. I do not think there's anything here. But we have to cycle through letters. We're going to get maybe more important letters. I was hoping it would let me get the stamp, see the stamps. Ooh. Wait a minute. Did you... I did not see... Yeah, it's not really letting me use, like, magnifying glass. But, see this? This is cool. 9 up, 3 up. Simon, not sure if you paid too much attention. Oh, I'm going to take a snapshot of the other letter just in case there's some clue, some later clue that like, oh, you know, read from the letters the first word, that kind of stuff. Even though I know this information, I'm going to take the screenshot, is what I'm saying. I have, I solved the machine in the laboratory, the 9 up and then 3 up. I've solved that already. So I'm not sure if you paid too much attention to the machine in the booth in the lab. I have, but I figured I could save you some frustration if you've been fooling with it. This contraption is a central control for power lines that run externally from the house. In the past, we've served as an emergency power source for the local communities. We have the modest hydroelectric capabilities with a steam turbine. If you want to use it, you'll need to first turn on the turbine in the boiler room and utilize our steam ducts to connect the turbine to the lab. This isn't required, of course, and I can't think of any reason in which you'd have to use the boiler to reach room 46, but feel free to play around with it should you feel inclined to experiment. So we've done this. We did this already with the 9 up and 3 up deal. In case it's useful to you, here's a rough diagram of the steam duct system. Due to the ever-changing nature of the rooms on the estate, we ended up building the duct system to be quite flexible, and if you look along the ceiling in many rooms, you will find many of them have been outfitted with steam ducts. As long as you align these rooms together in an uninterrupted string, power can be transferred from room to room, even if the boiler room and its intended destination are on opposite sides of the house. And then it's showing like, you know, like so, which I think is just one possible configuration. We did try a couple of days previously, on a couple of the previous days, to get boiler room and pump room connected up, and I've yet to succeed at that. So that's something else we're going to continue to try doing, right? Okay, so I think that is all of the letters that are... So we could have more letters delivered to us if we do things that, you know, say, hey, we'll deliver a letter. But so far, these letters have outright given me the answers to puzzles that I've already solved. Doesn't mean it's a waste of time, because we have to get through these letters to get the further letters, and further letters will probably start giving us information we don't yet know, right? Okay, but now we go over here. I could dead end, don't want to dead end. Security office is good because I need to reduce It costs a gem, but I need to reduce the security level as soon as possible before it starts giving me, you know, key card doors. And we can start the lab experiment. Okay, I've missed 5 coins. Oh, because there's 5 coins down in the tomb now. I think is that 5 coins it's referring to. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna set the security level to low at the moment. Low is as low as it goes. It doesn't go to off, unfortunately. Change the offline mode to unlocked. Back. And then now we're going to go in and start today's lab experiment. So I don't have to draft a laboratory if I don't want to. Next 3 times I open a locked trunk. Whenever I draft an archived floor plan. When I draft a red room. Well, I have a sledgehammer. So let's hope for some trunks. Right? Gain... I'm going to do the spread dirt on the driveway. I don't know what this does. I want to find out what spreading dirt on the driveway actually does. Now, I don't have a shovel, but if we run across the coat check room, I do have a the metal detector shovel, the detector shovel. I have that checked in the coat check. So I could potentially get a shovel if we need a shovel for the spread dirt on the driveway. I do not know. Okay. I also don't know if spread dirt on the driveway like goes away at the end of the day, or if because it's outside the house, if it stays. But we should proc this. We should trigger this at least once so that we know what spreading dirt in the driveway actually does. So let's try to do that. Let's try to get a trunk. Like we wouldn't want to get a trunk anyway. Alrighty. So then, I want to come over here because I'd like to come connect to the foundation. I've only gotten 1 key, so I really don't want to head further up. I might need to backtrack and explore this area, right, to get keys. But let's try to connect here and come down for step efficiency. I want a pool because I want a pump room. I want a boiler as well, but I definitely want a pump room and a boiler in the same day. So we're going to spend a gem on the pool. The pool is drained right now, so I'll get some coins from this as well. I'm changing some settings on OBS just to make my cursor appear. I think I've been trying to like highlight things to you all, pointing with my cursor, forgetting that I didn't have the cursor on, so I'm trying to turn the cursor on. Because for a while I forgot that I had configured OBS to not show the cursor, and so when I'm watching these videos back and I'm like watching myself go, oh, and you can see here and you see here, and I'm like, but you can't see because you can't see the cursor that I point with. So maybe now it's still not really showing the cursor, but I have done what I can do, right? I don't think there's anything else I can do to show the cursor. I turned on capture cursor, so it is what it is. We'll continue on. Okay, so I got coins. And then I want to come over here and connect here. I don't know if you can. Yeah, okay, you can see my cursor now, so you can see what I'm pointing at now. Okay. So yeah, I want to, connect. I want to get over here to the foundation. You can actually see my cursor. You can see what I'm talking about now. So that should be a slight improvement to understanding what I'm talking about. Okay. So, I have one key. I will not use that key. The reason why I'm not going to use that key is because I don't know when I'm going to get another key, but I know that I can come over here. It takes a lot of steps. Maybe come up this way, and if I come up to the foundation this way, I might be able to open this door without from this side without a key. So, and this door might require a key. I don't know, so I'm not going to burn a key on a room that I might be able to get to another way. So that means that we probably will be back. It looks like we will be backtracking. So I probably will buy a sleeping mask. All right, let's see if this requires a... No, this might require more gems. So I'm not going to open this just yet because it's a higher tier. So it might want like a couple gems to get a good room or something. If I can get the boiler and the pump room, I want to have all the gems necessary before I trigger those room drafts stuff. Okay. So we're going to buy the sleeping mask specifically because we know that we're going to use the sleeping mask because we're going to go boom, boom. So that should give us more steps. There we go. Yeah, we're back to a almost starting amount of steps. Go over here, and from here, see if we can get up to here. So hallway's good, gives us a key and leads right up here. If I do this and it's not a straight through room, I'm just kind of like screwed, like don't know how I'll get to the foundation. So I'm thinking I might go over here first and come back to this area later, maybe after I get a reroll die or something. Don't necessarily want to spend a gem on a courtyard. Don't like the penalty of the dark room. So we're just going to do a regular corridor. I think, yeah. Okay, so parlor will head us up this way and we can get a couple gems. Billiard room lets us get key and heads us down, right? So if I head down, then I could maybe come back this way. But I can theoretically get to here from the entrance hall with more steps. So I'm going to do the parlor because I know I need more gems. I probably need more keys as well, but we're going to prioritize the more gems at the moment. Okay. And the parlor puzzles are generally fun. All right. Let's see. This box is blue. That is a true statement. This box is black. That is a true statement. So therefore, by process of elimination, white must be false. The gems are in a true box. That is a false statement. Well, so therefore the gems are in a false box, and the only false box is the white box. So therefore the gems are right here. That was an easy puzzle. Boom, boom. That was an easy one. I think we've done that one before, but it was an easy one. Passing on a locksmith hurts because we might need the keys, but it does dead end us right there. I don't like that. Both of these cost a gem, which I don't like spending. From here, I can maybe hope to get stuff over here. I mean, I want to connect the foundation, but I might be able to get over here from here. Without a shovel, the patio doesn't do a whole lot for me unless I intend on drafting a bunch of green rooms today, which was not my intention. Or if I already had a bunch of green rooms, which I do not have. Storeroom is a dead end. It would give me a gem rather than costing me a gem, but it only gives me one key. I'm going to do the locksmith. I don't like the dead end, but it is what it is. I'm going to buy the lockpick kit and hope that that will let me save my actual keys for higher level rooms. I'm hoping that the lockpick kit gets used more than 3 times. Otherwise, I would have been better off with spending 12 coins on 3 keys. All right. So then, and there was nothing else to pick up here. Got it. Okay. So now we're going to go, and basically, before we go here, we're going to go over here. There was a bit of backtracking. We do have a sleeping mask, so if we get a dead-end bedroom over here, you know, we can get some steps back and stuff. I'm still in the resource gathering phase of the day. Well, this will be, I don't have a reroll, so this will be the last room in this direction. Do I want a dead end with a kitchen for spending a gem on it? No. A library? No. So I will take the closet for 2 items. I was really hoping to do a room and then do a dead end room here, but that didn't happen. Let's see if we can get a reroll die out of this, though. We do get a reroll die. We get a key and a reroll die, which is perfect. That is what I want. Because I have a doorway here. I do have a doorway here. And I have 2 keys. So and this did not look like an access card door. And this was not an access card door. So I can get through these doorways. Whether it's lockpick kit or keys, I can get through those doorways. So I'm not in trouble yet, but I do want to, I would like the reroll die to see if I can get a good option for this room. I'd like something that went through and went this way, like a 3-door thing. We'll see what happens. Okay, this is a 3-door thing, but in the chapel, but it's not rotated the correct direction. So the tunnel will get me to the foundation. The chapel would block off the foundation. Basically, the chapel lets me come over here. The tunnel lets me go here. Or I can do the redraw. Almost tempted to just do the tunnel, but that means that from here, I really would need to like get over here. Do I save my redraw or not? That's the question. I can maybe get to the foundation from here, so I'm not going to... I'm going to burn my redraw. And it was a bad choice. So now I will do Billiard Room and come over here and have no option to get into the foundation. Okay. Billiard puzzle is fun, but we've basically, and now we don't have a redraw die anymore, so we might not make it to the foundation today, guys, which will be sad because the way the mine card is, if we don't make it to the foundation, well, I have the tomb. So from the tomb, I can get, it's a lot of extra steps, but from the tomb, I can get to the underground if we don't make it to the foundation. It's just a lot of extra steps to detour outside for that. A lot of extra steps. Did I say a lot of extra steps? It would be a lot of extra steps. All right, 4 squared is 16. Minus 10 is 6. All right. This is 20 minus 16, and then we square. I'm presuming, rather than 20 minus 16 squared. So 20 minus 16 is going to be 4. 4 squared is just 16 again. $20 minus 18 is 2. 2 squared is 4. Ah, silver key. Silver key is what we're going to... Silver key is basically what we're going to use right here. We will use a silver key right here. When we go back through here and go all the way back this way and up over here, we'll be using a silver key right here. So right now, let's try to go like this way. All right, here's the question. Pump room, boiler room. I want both. the pump room is no good without the boiler room. If I do the pump room right now, it just dead ends here. If I do the boiler room, it goes up. So we're going to do the boiler room, and then I would really love it if it gave me the pump room immediately after, so I can connect the pump room directly to the boiler room. That would be great. Chapel is not going to do anything for me. Yeah, no, the boiler room is what I want right here. That works. I'm running out of gems, but that's fine. So we're going to come over here. We're going to turn on power. We got to do this. Come over here. Activate. And the way this is situated, straight, I think, is this way, and then this would be left and right. So I think I want to go left. So not that doorway. We don't need to send power to this doorway, but we are sending power to this doorway. And I'd love to have a reroll die right now. I do not. And I don't necessarily have a way to get a reroll die before I have to make this decision. So I'm just going to have to go with it. It's not a pump room. But what is a room that will have ductwork? I can't afford either of these rooms, so I do not have a choice. It will be a dark room. Shit. Shit. Yeah, I don't have the gems for either of the other choices, and I don't have a reroll die. So I have no choice. It's going to be a dark room, which does have ductwork, but I'm not going to go in it yet. So that means whatever room I go here can have power, because power is being transmitted from here to here over to here because of this ductwork. We can see the power. But as soon as I step in, the lights are going to go off, and then I won't know what room I'm drafting here. So now what I have to do is come back over here, do a silver key, do the silver key on this locked door. That will lead to a room with many doors. Hopefully a room with 4 doors. Door. At some point I want to get a utility closet, turn on power to the dark room. I guess in order to turn on power to the dark room, I have to first trigger it turning off. Okay. And this is not an access card door, right? No. Okay, this is a regular door, but we're not going to try to open it yet. Okay. Ooh, what's this do? Oh, because we sent power here, there's this thing? What's that do? Yeah, I need to get a utility closet and then come back here and check out this. I haven't seen this mechanism before. I'm going to make a note. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know what that would do. Because I don't think I get to use it right now. So let's get a utility closet and come back here. For sure. Alright, so I need to come all the way back over here. Do my silver key room here. Some point try to find a utility closet and shove it somewhere. Also try to not run out of steps in the process of doing all of this. Okay. Oh, did I ever pick up the key from here? I did not. Duh. Stupid, stupid, stupid. Pick up the key. Don't forget that I have a lockpick. You tried the lockpick kit before using the key. You gotta remember to do that as well. So now I have to come all the way back over here to go this way. It is what it is. There's no way around it. We'll worry about getting more steps later, I guess. Like, I'd like to connect maybe back through here around to this way. All right, this is where I wanted to use the silver key. Locked door, special key, silver key. Ah, lose half my steps. That sucks. Gift shop. Does connect me to foundation and goes up here. It doesn't go over here, though. Rotunda, I can't do because I don't have enough gems. I do not want to lose half my steps. So it's going to have to be the gift shop. And then if I can get the money, I can go to the foundation, go to tomb, get money. Can I open the tomb door from the side? Maybe I can only open it from the outside. I should have done that when I was at the tomb, gone down and opened the tomb door. I'll find out that I should have done that. But anyway. Some point I want to buy stuff. Cursed coffers. A permanent addition to the shrine. None would dare to open it. Except for me. Blue tents. I had 8 trophies. Well, I need 8 trophies. Just be sure to bring some keys. Okay. All right. I'm not going to try to buy anything right this moment, but it didn't quite give me what I wanted. I don't have the gems for the showroom. So I can't do the showroom, so I am going to dead end. So if I dead end here, I get 10 extra steps. Because this counts as 2 bedrooms. So the sleeping mask would count twice. But here I get other stuff. So I'm going to take other stuff. But I'm now running out of doorways. All right. This day is not quite turning out exactly the way I want. I'm looking to see if this has ductwork. It doesn't appear to. This room, I don't think has ductwork. So, I'm not going to detour the foundation just yet. it was really important to me to connect to the foundation, but I don't need to go there just yet. So this and this are my only two doorways, and this one is blind. The absolute opposite of a reroll die. You don't know what it is. It's just bad. That's just bad. Lockpick kit. I would take the laundry room, but the problem is that if I take the laundry room, I'm out of that dead ends me. I could take the laundry room and then I could turn my coins into gems, which would be awesome. But then I have one blind doorway off the dark room. My only other option is the laboratory, which will cost me a gem. And it leads me here, and this might still dead end on me. But, I mean, I've got to try it. If this was the utility closet, like if it was giving me the option of the utility closet right now, I would literally just do that and then go over here and you know, bank on picking a room that's not a dead end once I could see my choices. But that's not what it's giving me. So for the sake of this having a doorway, I will do the laboratory. Even though it costs me a gem. I've already started the lab experiment for the day. Have I triggered it? No, I have not. I need to open trunks, and there hasn't been any trunks that I've seen. I should have, when I was in this coming from security, I should have checked the inventory to see what my inventory was like, and I forgot to. Just straight up forgot to. Shit. Dead end, dead end, dead end. No matter what I do, it's a dead end. This would spread keys. That's not my issue. I don't need the locker room. This gives me a detector shovel, which I can go dig up stuff in the foundation. But again, what's it going to be? Keys or coins? Maybe. Quest bedroom gives me 10 extra steps, but to use on what? Because no matter what I do, I'm going to have to come back over to here. So 1, 2, 3. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So I have enough steps to get there without taking the quest bedroom. Detector shovel. Is that worth more or less at this point than steps? Was there anything, any dig spots in the tomb? I do not think so. I don't recall dig spots in the tomb. But I could easily run out of steps. I don't have a kitchen. Commissary is not selling fruit or anything. Don't really have the potential to draft another bedroom other than the quest bedroom, which I'm considering right at the moment. Okay. I don't think the detector shovel is going to actually help me today, so I'll keep it for a future day, and I'm going to take the quest bedroom because I'm dead. I'm dead in the water. This is a dead day. In fact, I'll probably just turn around and have to take a short break and then start day 40 and hope it's a better day. All right. Another gem. That's good. But now I have to very carefully go one. So yeah, let's be very careful about this. Well, from here I'm gonna have to walk into the security anyway, so excuse me. So from here, I need to go to security anyway. And then this is quicker without having to log into the network. Okay. So, ooh, there's a key card somewhere? Where was there a key card? Was there a key card in the laboratory? So it's saying there's a key card and 25 coins. Well, I don't know where the key card is. Did I miss a key card in the laboratory? Or in the quest bedroom? I have some extra steps, so I'm going to take a look again. Where is this key card? There it is. I missed it. Yeah, I took a look around the laboratory and completely missed twice. And I went through the laboratory twice and completely missed the key card. Okay, so now I have the key card. The coins are in the tomb, I believe. So I could go down, I could, in theory, go outside, go to the tomb, get money, come back, go to gift shop, right? Buy permanent addition to the gift shop. That's a thing I can do today, which I might very well end up doing today. But let's first attempt to get over. I'm trying to think what is the easiest way from the foundation. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go outside's like another 3. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Versus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, so yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to detour through the foundation and then come back in through the entrance hall, because it's stepwise. It's either better or about the same, but I can maybe pick up coins along the way, is the theory. So I'm going to go here and then go over here to here. And there's dig. Well, I did not get the shovel, so it doesn't matter. There was dig spots. Okay. I chose steps over the shovel. Okay. So go over here. And then from here, we're going to go down. And then, I think we have to go outside and go down the tomb because it didn't open that doorway. When I was down in the tomb, I should have just gone ahead and spent the extra steps to open the doorway to the rest of the underground, but I did not. Here's all my lovely money. And then see, like, if I go, where is it? There is a way. I get turned around here, but there is a way that leads. Man, I'm turned around. Oh, there are dig spots. There are dig spots down here. All right. Okay. I'll have to remember that next time. I'm burning steps. I'm burning steps. I swear there's a... Yeah. Okay. Oh, I picked up the coins right here, and then it's literally right here. So we go down here, and see, the thing is we go over here, but this door isn't open until we have to open it by doing that, which will then open that door. Now, what we could do in theory is this takes us to the underground and stuff, but I don't want to come back via the foundation. I want to come back via the entrance hall, so I'm just going to go right back up again. But I got to remember that there are dig spots in the tomb. Now I have 38 coins. I don't have 40. I was hoping to have 40 coins. I don't. I have 38. Oops. That's like... Because with 40, I could have bought something, the swim trunks from the gift shop, but that's not what I have. So, at least that's not what I have at the moment. So, now we're going to try our luck over here. This way. I can't sell keys, unfortunately. I can't, sell keys to the locksmith. I could wish that I hadn't spent 8 coins on a sledgehammer I never got to use. They haven't given me any trunk today. Not one trunk. So sad. So sad. Such a shame. Doorway I'm looking for is all the way over the other way. Blah, 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 blah. Come over here. Come over here. Go over here. I don't get to see my choices. I have what? Oh, this is a choice. But this is a powered choice. And this is a powered choice, and this is a non-powered choice, and this one costs a gem. So I'm going to presume that this one is better. Fuck, it's the garage. Well, that's the end of the day, because the garage is a dead end. It doesn't matter that it gives us keys. None of that matters. You can pick up these keys, and it does not matter. I have no other doorways. Well, suck. And I don't have a way to get like a couple more coins because I don't have a shovel. If I had a shovel, metal detector shovel, I'd be getting more coins. Well, shit. Well, suck. So I will go back outside. I'll go to the gift shop. I'll buy what I can because I'm going to lose the money anyway. I literally have no other doorways. This was a... I hate to say it. This was a waste of a day. I wasted the day. I burned the day. That was a... I hate to see it. I hate to see it. It just... Yeah, because this doesn't, going over here, this gate's locked. We've tried this before. This doesn't open. At some point, we'll get past those gates and see, you know, what we can do. Maybe at some point we can drive the car and stuff, but who knows. But right now, what I'm going to do is... go the elevator is down in the foundation, so I ought to be able to come up the foundation. Oh, sorry, I'm doing this the wrong way. Not going through the tomb, but going through the outside tunnel. Yeah, because the tomb has the minecart in the way, which we could push. We can sort of push out of the way, but we can't really get past it without rotating the gears, and we don't want to do all that work. Because we want the minecart where it is, we want the gear where it is, so we're just going to go this way. And then this will get us back to, we left the elevator down, so we should be able to take the elevator up. I'm sad I don't get to see what the lever in the dark room does with regard to the foundation. That was a discovery. Like, I guess it was only there because we gave power to the dark room, but then we have to find a utility closet, which we never found. Okay, so I am 2 coins shy of the swim trunks. Yeah. You see, I have like 15 steps, so what I really should have done is, instead of the quest bedroom, which gave me 15 steps, I should have done the code check room, gotten the detector shovel, been a little more careful with my steps, and had just enough steps to get back here with enough money to Well, I mean, because with the shovel, I would have dug up, stuff on the way and come back here with enough money to matter. This will not be enough money to really matter. Swim trunks would be a permanent addition to the pool. We don't have it. Lunchbox is not a permanent addition. Well, it's a permanent addition to the dining room. Permanent addition to the shrine. We'll go unlock it. All right, those are the things we can buy. So now, cursed coffers. Let's go back 13 steps. So if we go back outside, we can go to the tomb. Yes. We're going to go back down so that we can go outside, so we can go to the tomb, so that we can check out cursed coffers. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but we're going to try it. Okay. Because what else are we going to do with our steps today? So then. Do I want to go this way, or do I want to try to get to the tomb from... No, I'll go this way. I could have maybe gotten to the tomb from the underground now that I unlocked that door from the other side, but I would have had to manipulate the minecart and the gears in ways that I don't want to, and I think I have enough steps to do it this way. So, what is this cursed coffers thing? We gotta find this. More coins. I could have used those a few minutes ago. I shouldn't have picked them up right now. I should have left them for the next time, but it is what it is. But I get those 4 coins from, I'm not sure, but because they weren't there a few minutes ago, right? And it wasn't 5 coins, so I'm not sure what the where those 4 coins came from. I'm looking for this cursed coffers thing. Not really seeing it. Maybe it's further on. We're in the tomb. What did it say about the cursed coffers? It was added to something. Let's see if it was added down here. I'm not finding it. I'm not seeing it. Huh. Am I just blind? So this is where, like, we could push this out of the way and we can get to the inner sanctum. But we can go this way, and I think this does connect back up to the underground. Well, a side of the underground. Just like this side of the underground. Right. Right, which will take us to the well, which is full of water. So from here, we can't really get to that other side of the underground without manipulating gears and minecarts. Okay, this has candles that can be lit. So if I get a candle lighter, I want to come light these candles. That is a thing that I will want to do. I need to remember that. So, this is abandoned mine in underground off of tomb has candles to light. Yeah, I need to get a candle lighter, get a cathedral, light those candles, come down here, light these candles. All of these ones that the drafting guide said, any of these ones, candelabras that show like the little gem design, the little dot, are ones that you should light with, that you should light the candles and something will happen. So right now I could get to the inner sanctum if I wanted to by just pushing this out of the way and then going to the thing. But I can't get to the other side without manipulating the gears in a way I don't want to. So we're not going to bother with that, I don't think. You know what? I'm going to do it. I've got steps. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to push this for the moment. Because I want to see where this cursed thingy is. So... I have not seen it, and I was wondering if it would appear in one of those other alcoves. Try over here. So when I go over here, I can see what's in these alcoves, right? I'm not seeing a cursed coffin having appeared. So before I lose my last step, I will go back and pull the minecart back to where I want it, so that it's not in my way from the other direction. Because I generally want this minecart. Oh, it's not going to let me. Shit, I walked too far. Shoot. Now the minecart's in my way again. Fuck. Well, I screwed that up. I screwed that up. Total rooms 26, Mount Holly, ordinary villa. Total rooms 26, rank reached 6, steps taken 103, items found 3. Okay. Unfortunately, I'm going to save and quit because I'm going to be taking a break. Unfortunately, I left the minecart in the wrong place. I don't like that. All right, but thank you for being with me for day 39. It was not a very fruitful day, but hopefully day 40 will be better. We'll see you for day 40. Have a good one.